Hey, how's it going? This is Scott Sinclair with Sinclair Fishing, and today we're going to do a little reel comparison with the Curado 200K by Shimano, a Daiwa Tatula 100XS, and the SixGill Hamarr. So I'm excited to try this out. I have no experience whatsoever with any SixGill products, and I took advantage of one of their BOGOs, and I'm hoping I didn't make a mistake. So let's do this. All right, here we go. So we're going to take a look at these three reels, and I'm going to roll through a few things and just give you some first impressions, tell you what I've done so far, how they're set up, and see if I can't give you a better idea about these reels. All right, here we go. So first up, we've got a Daiwa Tatula 100XS. This particular reel comes with, I think, a 90 millimeter handle. I updated this. This is a spool speed carbon fiber handle with red accents. I used the red accents because it has like a little red accent there, so I matched it. Just thought it would look cool. I particularly like the 95 millimeter handle much better. This Daiwa Tatula is a great reel. It's the only Daiwa that I own. I've got, just so you know, I've got a mono-backed 50-pound braid on here. I have speed spool upgraded ceramic bearings in this, and the new handle, and I think that's it. You can hear this as I'm cranking it. It's very smooth reel. Oh, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. About 6 seconds. It's pretty good. But, I mean, Daiwa is tried and true. It's a beautiful reel. It's smooth. It's got a, so the 100, it's got a 100 size spool capacity, so like 100 yards. So it's a smaller spool. I think they rate this for more finesse power fishing. I have the dial pretty much right in the middle. I think it's like at like an 8 or a 10. It's like half the brakes are on. And as far as the spool tension knob, I have it set so that the knocking is out of the spool. So it's just past that point. And that's what I've done for all the reels today. All right, so now we are going to check out the SixGill. So I really excited to get this thing because I've heard a lot about it, and it is definitely a quality reel. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you got aluminum frame going on here. It's got 10 ball bearings. I have not found all 10 because I haven't taken it apart. Although I did upgrade the spool bearings to ceramic. Now, if you listen to this, it's not quite as smooth as the Daiwa. But in playing around with this thing, what I've found out is, and I kind of wish I would have I had the factory install the ceramic bearings, but now knowing what I know, I kind of wish I would have done it myself. Not that they did anything wrong, but I would have liked to hear this thing with the factory bearings in it, because look at this. You know, it's very quiet without the spool in. The only real difference is the ceramic bearings are very loud. So it's funny because performance-wise, it's amazing. Let me see if I can get this little bearing to... I don't know if you could hear that. The reel is built well. Like I said, it's very easy to take apart. You just flip this little switch here. It's really easy to flip, and then you rotate and you take it off. And you can get to both bearings, both spool bearings, by simply taking this off. You don't have to remove the spool tension knob. So that makes it really nice. And this has the Hamarr braking, magnetic braking system in it. So I can't wait to throw some baits on this thing. I hear it's pretty good. But anyway, built very well. I would have loved to hear what this sounded like with the stock bearings in it, because, you know, it's a little louder, but as I've discovered, it's the ceramic bearings that are making all the noise. But to give you an idea, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, Now, one thing I will say is a not so positive is this spool tension knob is real easy to turn. So you could easily just brush this with your thumb as you're adjusting the drag here, and you could alter that. But all in all, I mean, I really dig this. And I have it set, and I don't know if I can cast like this, but I have it set all the way to plus, which is basically, I'm assuming it's close to free spool. It's got a better drag system. You know, I think it's an 18-pound drag. The Daiwa and the Shimano are only 11-pound. So, you know, and it's got these 100 or 110 millimeter handles. It's got the bigger handles on it. And it looks good. Feels good. Looks good. You can tell this thing is built well. Tolerance levels are really good. I wish these bearings weren't so loud, because I think this thing could be butter smooth. And then last but absolutely definitely 100 million% not least is the Shimano 200K. I mean, listen to this thing. I mean, dude, this thing is butter smooth. Butter smooth. I'll do the same test. 1000, 2, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. And I've got the 2 brakes down, and this is set to number 3. So I don't have free spool on this thing. And as far as the spool tension knob, I've got, see, it's not knocking at all, so you know I don't have it too loose. I've got this thing set to just past the point where it starts knocking. So I'm not trying to make this look better. I do have upgraded ceramic bearings in this thing, but I have them in all of them. So there's speed spool bearings for the spool. And I didn't tell you what I have on each one of these. So this guy's got 40-pound braid with a mono backing. This guy has 40-pound braid with a mono backing. And then this guy's got 50-pound braid. But, I mean, it's all braid, so. The difference in feel from the Shimano to the SixGill is a lot. It is. But I don't... And look, you know, full disclosure, I have all Shimano 200K reels. And by all I mean, I probably have like 10 or 11 of them. I have one Daiwa Tatula, it's right here, and I have 2 SixGills right here. So I am a little biased, I admit. I love Shimano, but I feel like it's for good reason. I mean, these things are amazing for the money. And the reason why I picked these 3 reels is because they all really are around the same price. So the Tatula is about $159. The Shimano 200K is $179, and the SixGill is $199. I will say, from a feel in your hand standpoint, it feels closer to the Daiwa Tatula than the Shimano. The Daiwa feels shorter, but a little fatter. The SixGill doesn't feel much longer, but it does feel slightly thinner. This is like a 150-yard spool, so it's a little smaller spool than the Shimano, but it's a little bigger spool than the Daiwa. The Shimano feels fat, you know, it seems to be a lot fatter. But all in all, I got to tell you, feels great, man. Can't wait to fish it. I'm going to finish up this review once I actually fish this thing. All right. See ya. Here we are at the next stage of my SixGill Hamarr review. And I put one of these on a rod where they're supposed to be. And oh my God, it comes to life. Again, all that noise, it's all ceramic bearings. Proof. Look at that. This guy in hand, on a rod, the way it is intended to be, feels absolutely amazing. You could barely touch that drag wheel. And this thing moves beautiful. Everything moves beautiful. It feels amazing. It fits your hand really good. All these little impressions that they put in there. I'm telling you, going from a Shimano bias to never having any experience with SixGill at all, and going through the stages of pulling it out of the box, putting line on it, and then putting it on a rod. Every stage of this, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. Now, the next step is I have to fish it. So anyway, on to the next phase where I actually fish with this thing. But I'm telling you, right at this moment, I am becoming a believer. More to come. All right, here we are. We are at the river, and we're going to finish up this review on my new Hamarr. I say it like different every single time that I talk to you about it, but this is the new Hamarr. Not the new, it's my new Hamarr SixGill Baitcaster. It's an 8-0-1. I've got this spooled up with 40-pound braid to a 20-pound fluoroliter, and today we're throwing a ½ ounce swim jig. We got a wind in our face. So I've already done most of this review, but I wanted to show you guys how this thing casts. I have it currently set up on free spool, and the spool tension knob is set to where it's just stopped the knocking for back and forth. So I didn't realize that the wind was going to be here in our face. Let's see what happens. It's a good cast into the wind, no backlash whatsoever on a free spool. Back here, it is what is that, a pike? Anyway, it is 9 degrees out right now. It's a good cast. You know, I'm casting directly into the wind. This thing is smooth as heck. You could hear it. I mean, you got ice crystals popping off of this thing right now because it's so cold out. All right, so those are a couple casts like directly into the wind. Again, ½ ounce swim jig. Now let's go kind of like parallel, perpendicular to the wind. not even a hint of a backlash. And I think casts pretty good. Okay, one more time. Clean and far. You already see the tip of my pole is icing up. So we're talking 9 degrees out, and this reel is doing just fine. Here, now let's see. Oh, look, I got ice in my braid right now. So this is gonna be, this is not gonna be the best place to show a review, but look at even just like a little flip over there with ice everywhere, and it still doesn't backlash. Oh man, it's a great reel, man. I'm really impressed with this reel. Really impressed with this reel. I've got 2 because I got them in a BOGO, but I'm going to be getting more. I don't know if I should even try skipping right now, but let's see. No, I can't. I don't think I can do it right now. I got so much ice on everything. My guides are already iced up. I mean, I literally just got here. So the reason why this place isn't frozen is because there's a warm water discharge here, and the river just, it freezes last. So our local ponds are all frozen, but the river is still holding out. But if we have more days of 9 degrees, it's going to end really quick. There's a little shitty skip, and look, I mean, nothing. A real shitty skip. I'm telling you, man, whatever this magnetic braking system that they have in this thing, it is pretty badass. So anyway, I'm gonna sign out here, and thank you. Peace. All right, so what do you think? I'm shocked, I have to tell you. My expectations were pretty low. My decision point was like this. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to spend $200 for a reel and get one free, I'm really buying 2 $100 reels. Okay? So the Hamarr only needed to be a $100 reel for me to chalk it up and say, you know what, I didn't waste my money. And will I ever buy it again? Probably not. But to my surprise, I got 2 $200 reels at least. Both of those, I mean, the Hamarr is super impressive. I've got nothing but great things to say. I can't believe that the thing does not backlash. And think about the conditions I tested that in by the river. I had ice all over my braid, and I was skipping in a river. It was a terrible skip, but terrible skips backlash like mad. Now think about all the resistance I had on that line with ice on it and going against a current. So I am a true believer right now. I still love my Shimano. It's like butter. The Daiwa Tatula is a great reel too. I'm happy with everything. But I'm enjoying the fact that I discovered another brand that I really believe in. Hey, through the process, I even learned how to say Hamarr. I hope that shows you I had no preconceived notions about this whatsoever. I was calling it a Hamarr, a Hamarr, a Hammer, Hamarr. I had no idea how to say Hamarr. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share this video. Click on the little notification button down there so you get notified every time I post a video. And tell your friends about our channel. We're trying to grow it. And thank you very much for watching and spending the time to look through these videos. Thank you. Peace.